Hi, I'm Sue. I'm the Director of Volunteer Services here at San Diego Comic-Con. You know, we could not do Comic-Con without our volunteers. They are awesome. For this Comic-Con at home, we wanted to let some of our volunteers tell you about their favorite experiences. And then maybe you'll remember all the great times you've had at Comic-Con. Have a great Comic-Con at home, and we'll see you live and in person at Comic-Con Special Edition in November. Whoop.
Hi, my name is Danielle Austin, and I am a volunteer for the Department of Volunteers.
Hello, true believers. My name is Brendan Prout. I am, a more than 30-year veteran of volunteering with Comic-Con.
Hello, my name is Gordon Sodatani. I am a department volunteer with San Diego Comic-Con.
Hello, Comic-Con at Home 2021 attendees. My name is Terry, department volunteer for the Experience Design team.
Greetings. My name is Mark Chulin.
Hi, my name is Ashley Lawrence. I'm a department volunteer for the Comic-Con Museum.
Hi, I'm Shirley Chen. I've been a long-time Comic-Con attendee for 30 years and a volunteer for the last 10 with the hospitality department.
Hello, my name is Michael Batista. I'm from Long Island, New York, and I volunteer at the check-in and scheduling department for volunteers at San Diego Comic-Con.
I've been in a lot of different departments. Most recently, I have been serving in Artists Alley as one of the Alley Cats for a few years. Prior to that, I was with the programming department for about 15 years.
The job that I do for the volunteer program is I get to work with disabled volunteers.
I started out as a department volunteer in programming, and I currently work at exhibit registration, where I've served for the last 15 years.
And I will just say I dearly love both departments. They're both near and dear to my hearts.
And I'm here today to tell you a few things about being a volunteer with Comic-Con.
My job that I love the most about Comic-Con International is walking from the Marriott Hotel down to the Manchester, which is about a mile one way, inside and outside all parts of Comic-Con, making sure that the volunteers are safe if they need breaks, and along the way answering questions. The most important one is, where do I pick up my badge?
In the volunteer program, we want to make sure that everyone is welcome to come and volunteer and help make Comic-Con possible.
Well, the reason why I love volunteering, I volunteer for the hospitality suite. And Robin and Mikey have been in charge of it for a long time, and it's just amazing. And I'm impressed with how these two women have made running the hospitality suite very smooth.
My favorite part of being a volunteer with Comic-Con is that I work in the badge pickup department. So I get to see everyone coming in for the first time.
Comic-Con would not happen if it were not for the thousands of volunteers who work throughout the year to make Comic-Con possible every single year. Now, the reason I enjoy volunteering at Comic-Con is I am just one of those volunteers.
I love my job. I get to move around for 4 hours with a partner every time, and the big word is safety.
They're always smiling and so happy and looking forward to the weekend ahead, and I just love being a part of that with them.
With scheduling, with ordering ice and drinks and snacks, to get everything together, not only for the con suite, or for the con suite and the big hospitality suite. So we have everything that we need to do our job, to make the con a great experience for everybody when they come to hospitality, to relax for a few minutes before going off to the next panel.
Comic-Con is a big undertaking. And again, the reason I love doing it is because I get to be a little piece that helps make Comic-Con possible every single year.
So I've been asked, what is the insider tips, having been a long time attendee as well as a volunteer. One of the things I've learned is to talk to the person in line with you. You never know who your next favorite author is. We share tips on where to get the next swag or the pin or deal or swap stories. and find out we share favorite shows and characters, and I'm just admire their creativity and their costumes too.
My insider tip for all you Comic-Con attendees is be kind. There's a lot of things we all want to do. So when you're on the convention floor and you've gone to that booth that you've been waiting to get in line for, and you get to the end of the line and they say it's capped, don't throw a fit, don't be mean, be kind. Be kind to that line person and say, no, do you know when it might open up? And they might let you know when you can get back into that line.
Here's an insider tip to making the best of your Comic-Con experience. One of the biggest challenges is exploring it all. There's so much to do, so many things going on, that sometimes it can get a little overwhelming.
First is stay hydrated. It can get really hot and you're walking around a lot, and the best thing for your body is to make sure that you keep a full water bottle, or at least as full as possible, with you at all times. You want to keep hydrated, even when talking. You do a lot of talking, so hydrated.
You never know who your next best friend is. It might be in that office, in that room, or in a line and you've been waiting 8 hours to get in, especially for Hall H, sleeping overnight.
My tip, be sure to make a list. Using a handy program schedule or the Comic-Con app on your phone, find things that interest you in our digital spaces, exhibit hall, and event rooms.
The other piece of advice I have is that Comic-Con is not the place to break in a new pair of sneakers. You're going to be doing a lot, and I mean a lot, of walking. You want to be able to make sure that you are comfortably walking wherever you need to be.
Remember, we all want to do things, and remember, it's okay if you don't do everything. Everyone's there to have fun, and most of those line operators are also volunteers, like me.
My favorite Comic-Con memory is really talking to the security guards at night when we're closing up hospitality in the suites.
My favorite memory volunteering at Comic-Con was really getting selected as part of the departmental volunteers. My first time volunteering was in 2016. I had worked other conventions as a volunteer before, but I thought, hey, this is San Diego Comic-Con International. This is the big one. Kind of like from baseball, getting promoted up to the major leagues, to the big show.
One of my favorite volunteering memories at Comic-Con was in 2010. I was changing out the new programming schedules in the lobby at the top of each hour, and I noticed an old man behind me. He's asking where a certain area is. Then I said to him, "Hey, aren't you W. Morgan Shepard?" And I said, "You played a character. His name was Dr. Victor Eisenberg on the only science fiction series that MTV had. It was called Dead at 21.
They come by and, we're still watching out for people, but it's nice to chat with them, to hear their backgrounds. Many of them, this is their first time working for the con and just amazed at what's going on. It's fun to get to know them and talk to the other volunteers with the other departments at the same time. That's one of my favorite memories.
I hear somebody on the line just go, can I get 3 people volunteering right now to help us? So I'm on the line, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm here. Let's do something awesome. And they teach me how to use the check-in and scheduling system. And it was easy for me to pick up because I'm a software developer. By the second day, they were introducing me as, "This is Michael, he's fantastic."
In his accent, he goes, "My God, you're right. I must update my IMDb now." It was such a surreal, cool moment for me. And for those who don't know who the actor is, he was a great veteran actor who passed away recently. He was on Star Trek and a cult classic series I loved growing up called Max Headroom. He played a character called Blank Reg. It's just great. I get to put my geeky human Wikipedia to good use when I'm part of Comic-Con.
Fun fact.
One of the managers of check-ins and scheduling, she has 2 cosplays that I love that she wears during the convention. full next generation uniform captain. It's always great when your manager is actually Captain Star Trek. Maybe I should wear my DS9 uniform. Can't be captain though. Could work under her. Maybe Lieutenant Commander. Chief Engineer.
Oh, I just thought of a fun fact, and I'm wearing it around my neck. Fun fact, lots of people give away collector's pins during Comic-Con, including Comic-Con ourselves, and these fun little ribbons that you can throw on the bottom of your badge there. So this is the Comic-Con at home badge. Normally, we're not allowed to show our badges online because people do counterfeits, but here. It's the online one from last year, and you can get all sorts of fun little ribbons to throw on your badge and customize.
We love the convention as much as any of the attendees. We really get into the spirit of everything. I have this black cape that I just like to wear around because it's one of the very few places where you can go and wear a cape and it's cool. Sue Lord, the head of volunteers, is known for wearing a propeller beanie, which just out there, but very fun. And it's also good for her because it makes her very recognizable.
If you attend the in-person event, people can immediately see, all right, you are a brown coat. We can talk Firefly. We can talk fun stuff. Alley Cats rule. That's just, it's a fact. So those of you who are patrolling Artists Alley and hanging out there, you just know.
I want to share one fun fact behind the scenes. And one of them is at the hospitality suite, we have big barrels of ice set up in the back of the room, filled with cans of your favorite soda, water, to give you help you break your thirst as you come in and relax. And the barrels are pretty deep, so Robin and Mikey have supplied us with these long rubber fisherman gloves that go all the way above the elbow. They're fun to put on, and that way we can dig down and get your favorite soda that's the most chilling sodas at all, and for your enjoyment. So that's a fun fact. We get to play with these big long gloves to get your drinks out.
What I'm most looking forward to about returning to in-person shows is all the cosplaying. Seeing so many people cosplaying in all of the plethora of stories, how much love and devotion to those stories. It's just amazing. Being able to talk to these people, even if it's just the actual people, just being like, how did you make that? Where did you get that? And just learning some of cool things.
What am I looking forward to most about returning to an in-person event? Well, Comic-Con for over 30 years has coming up on 40 years. Yeah, a long time. It's like a big nerd family reunion for me. I love seeing my people.
And just being able to interact with them in character, where like you're walking on the show floor and all of a sudden you see somebody cosplaying as Waldo and you can go, found you! It also works for Carmen Sandiego too.
With the return of in-person shows, I very much look forward to the opportunities to see and reconnect with others. Whether my previous involvement in programming and helping to moderate panel discussions, to my current involvement in helping to set up pediatric service discussions, where I show how fans work with service organizations to help others in the community, I very much look forward to once again seeing a venue where fans can meet in person to hear and participate in discussions about pop culture topics.
Then there's also the game I like to play with everybody in Harry Potter cosplaying. Depending upon their house that they're dressing up as, I give them points throughout the show. So if they just have a lanyard, it's like 5 points. If they have the full robe and the gimmick and the tie, it's like 20 points for Gryffindor. And just keeping track and just see like which house is represented more.
Every year I get to connect with them, whether it's the folks that I'm serving with on volunteer staff, the folks in my department that are my tight little, our tribe, the folks that I see year after year that are exhibitors and professionals, and I love catching up with them, or my fellow attendees who come, and whether they're cosplayers or they're interested in some of the same stuff that I'm interested in. I love seeing them. I love reconnecting. I love seeing their faces, and I have missed that the last couple of years, so I am looking forward to seeing my peeps back in person.
Comic-Con is a celebration. It's a celebration of the pieces of popular culture that we all know and love. And every single year at Comic-Con, I love seeing all of our attendees come from around the world to celebrate the things that we love here in San Diego.
I also look forward to re-collaborating with the folks in exhibitor registration to help people showcase their efforts at all Comic-Con International shows, whether it be smaller booths like Artist Alley and fan tables that showcase local efforts, to much larger sites for major companies to highlight their upcoming efforts. After a 2-year hiatus for Comic-Con International shows, I welcome the return of being able to collaborate with others in helping to create a fun atmosphere for all Comic-Con fans to enjoy. Thank you for your time and attention.
So thank you, and I hope to see you at the con soon.
I hope to see you all again soon. Sayonara. Bye.
I shall just say that if you would like to know the behind-the-scenes fun facts, you can volunteer at Comic-Con. Come, be one of us. You can sign up on the website as somebody interested in volunteering, and we are happy to bring you into our warm little family.
Thank you